Hello, Pewter people. Scott Reynolds here with another Pewter Pulse. You're not going to like the topic of today's Pewter Pulse video. In fact, it might give you nightmares. It's only going to be a matter of time before Bucs offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard's name is mentioned as a hot head coaching candidate in the NFL. Will Grisard be the third one and done OC in Tampa Bay in the Todd Bowles era? We'll talk about that in just a moment. But first, your reminder, hit the thumbs up button on this video. Give it a like. Also, leave a comment. You know I love reading your comments. When you do those two things, it helps us with the YouTube algorithm, gets us in front of more awesome Bucs fans like you. Also, head over to Pewter Report TV, our YouTube channel. Hit subscribe. We're on the way to 22,000 subscribers, thanks to you. Okay, don't hate me for bringing this up. I'm just doing my job. And Pewter Report's job is to get out in front of the Bucs news. Just like I did when I broke the story that offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich was going to get fired right after the playoff loss to the Cowboys in 2022. That's what started all this and ushered in the Dave Canales era, or the season of Dave, actually. Canales never called plays before and was really the only offensive coordinator candidate to want the job, as Todd Bowles was coming off an 8-9 record in his first year, replacing Bruce Arians as head coach. And he was coming off a bad playoff loss to Dallas, too. Oh, and Tom Brady was likely going to retire, and the only quarterback on the roster at the time was Kyle Trask. Cincinnati quarterbacks coach Dan Pitcher turned down the Bucs OC job to stay with the Bengals and Joe Burrow. And Georgia offensive coordinator Todd Monken opted to be the Ravens play caller despite his previous ties to Tampa Bay as a receivers coach and offensive coordinator under Dirk Cutter. Canales got the Bucs scoring up from 18 points per game, where it was under Leftwich, to 21 points per game, and helped turn around Baker Mayfield's career. When Dan Morgan became the new Panthers general manager, it wasn't a surprise to see him tab the charismatic Canales as Carolina's new head coach. The two had worked together in Seattle, and Canales had a growing reputation as a quarterback whisperer, having helped resurrect the careers of Mayfield in Tampa and Geno Smith with the Seahawks. He would be the ideal coach for Bryce Young, Carolina's former first-round pick. The Bucs offensive coordinator job had a little bit more shine on it in 2024 with more interested candidates, considering that Bowles and the Bucs had won 9 games and another NFC South title, along with a wild card win over the Eagles. And Tampa Bay picked Sean McVay protege Liam Coen from the Rams, opting for him over Rams quarterbacks coach Zach Robinson, who wound up with rival Atlanta. Coen had 2 years worth of play calling experience in the SEC at Kentucky and took Tampa Bay's offense to new heights, averaging just under 30 points per game. He also did the same for Mayfield, who made his second Pro Bowl and threw for a career high 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns. When Coen left to take the Jaguars head coaching job in the offseason, well, Bucs fans felt hurt and betrayed after he agreed to stay on as the league's highest paid offensive coordinator just a day prior. But what Coen did in Tampa Bay was really set the table for the offense's success in 2025. He assembled an incredible offensive coaching staff that not only included offensive line guru Kevin Carberry and ace wide receivers coach Brian McLendon, but also recruited pass game coordinator Josh Grizzard from Miami. Grisard was the wizard of third downs last year, as Tampa Bay led the league in third down percentage. He was the obvious choice to succeed Coen as the Bucs play caller, even though he'd never called plays before in his life. He had continuity. He could keep this coaching staff intact. And more importantly, the playbook, with a couple of Grisard wrinkles added this offseason, is largely the same as it was last year. Not only has Todd Bowles been a kingmaker when it comes to hiring really good offensive coordinators, but he's also helped groom them for success too. Grisard's offense has had to weather an injury storm so far that has affected the offensive line, the wide receiver position, and the running back room, as Bucky Irving will miss his 3rd straight game. When the Bucs play the Lions on Monday Night Football, the offense won't have 2 starting receivers, 2 starting offensive linemen, as well as Irving. That's half of the offense on the sidelines hurt. Yet Grisard's offense has come alive the last 2 weeks, especially scoring 38 points in a shootout in Seattle and 30 points versus San Francisco in last week's win. Tampa Bay's offense ranks 6th in scoring at 27.5 points per game this year. And all this MVP talk about Baker Mayfield is only going to put Grisard in the spotlight even more, especially with this nationally televised game on Monday night. He's a relatively unknown offensive coordinator that is going to be very well known in short order. It's going to happen, Bucs fans. Get ready for it. The same thing happened to Canales and Coen as their seasons went on, and Mayfield continued to excel. I'm sure that Grisard didn't enter his first season calling plays in Tampa Bay thinking that he would be an NFL head coach come 2026, but neither did Canales or Coen in their respective seasons in Tampa Bay. And don't look now, but the Panthers are 3-3, and Coen's Jaguars are 4-2. There's an NFL team or two out there that will be looking around and seeing if they can capture some of the magic that's been happening down here in Tampa Bay offensively. The Titans have already fired their head coach, and they've got a young franchise quarterback in Cam Ward. But keep an eye on the Miami Dolphins with Mike McDaniel, too. He's on thin ice down there in Miami. And Grisard spent 7 years with the Dolphins organization, so ownership knows him exceptionally well. Josh Grizzard is 35 years old, good-looking, well-spoken, smart, and very likable. He's worked under Liam Coen and Todd Bowles. In time, he would be the perfect successor right here in Tampa Bay for the 61-year-old Todd Bowles whenever he decides to hang it up. But we said the same thing about Dave Canales and Liam Coen, didn't we? Josh Grizzard is a young offensive coordinator, and that is what's in vogue right now still when it comes to hiring NFL head coaches. It's only a matter of time before the buzz builds around Grisard. Will he be the next one-and-done OC in Tampa Bay? Only time will tell. Only time will tell how quickly we get to 22,000 subscribers on our Pewter Report TV YouTube channel. It's where you can find my Pewter Pulse videos, my Bucs Brightside videos, as well as my appearances on the Pewter Report podcast and the Pewter pregame show, which will be coming out Monday morning at 9 a.m. in perfect time so you can have all the time to watch it before the Bucs play the Lions on Monday Night Football. So make sure you head to Pewter Report TV, hit subscribe. Also, hit notifications whenever I come out with the Pewter Pulse video or Bucs Brightside video, or we go live with our post-game podcast. You'll get that notification on your phone to check out our content at Pewter Report TV. Make sure you follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Pewter Report. And please visit pewterreport.com if you haven't. I've got 3 columns over there every week, my SR's Fab 5 on Fridays, the Bucs mailbag on Monday, and my 2-point conversion post-game column after the games. And I'll be back soon with a new Pewter Pulse.